We're on Sports Talk Radio. Occasionally we do talk sports here on the Halford Brough Show on Sportsnet 650.
Oh, this is the worst radio show in the world.
It is. We've hit a low point.
Adam Larson's not the answer?
Will Borgen.
I love Will Borgen.
God, I love that name. Yeah.
More Borgen.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
Borgie.
Billy
That was
Borg.
the Swedish chef.
That's not a recording, folks.
That's not bad, actually.
Really good at that.
And a chickie in the basket. And it goes on like this.
You are the Swedish chef. That's the closest I've ever seen.
He's worked on that. You can tell.
For sure you've worked
I
it.
workshopped.
Yeah. Recording it,
I didn't
playing it
actually
back.
go to a wedding this last weekend. That's what I was
You
doing.
were just doing the Swedish chef. Okay, focus. We gotta focus.
Okay, I learned that Canada absolutely owns the Sanderson Farms Championship.
What is Sanderson Farms? Is that a food processing type
I think
company?
it's a farm. That's owned by old man Sanderson.
Having done absolutely zero research in this, I can confirm.
It's a golf tournament in Mississippi that's
I know that, but
been
what's
played.
Sanderson Farms?
Well, I don't know.
Damn it.
Figure it out.
Okay.
But right now it is called the Sanderson Farms Championship,
It was.
and Canada just owns this tournament.
Okay, so one, it was actually started by Old Man Sanderson.
I'm so glad that's a thing.
It's right here, the
You know
founder.
what I gotta do is start a golf tournament.
Dr. Bob Sanderson. So there you go. It's a poultry producer.
Are they from Mississippi?
Yep.
Old man Sanderson?
Laurel.
Now, what were his politics?
Oh my God. Okay. So it gets better because of the key people involved with the company and the tournament. The current COO's name is Lampkin Butts.
No way.
No, come on.
I don't believe that. I'm
Sorry, say that again.
Old Man Sanderson and Lampkin Butts.
His first name is Lampkin.
Yes, and his last name is Butts.
The Kraken are gonna draft him on D.
Anyway.
You're going to have a D partnering with Dyson Mayo in
Stop.
Arizona.
All, both of you stop. So Sanderson Farms, the Canadians own it. They've taken it from Old Man Sanderson.
I love this. In 1961, the company merged with Miss Goldie's Chicken Company.
Okay, those are two iconic companies in Mississippi coming together.
In 2020, the company made more than $3.5 billion, processing more than 4.8 billion pounds of meat.
It's a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of chicken.
The CFO's name is Mike Cockrell. Come on, Sanderson Farms, clean it
Are
up.
they just hiring people based on their names?
Probably.
No qualifications other than that.
If a person walked in here today and he said, "My name is Lampkin Butts," I would fire one of you on the spot. And hire Lampkin Butts to be the producer. He wouldn't even know what to
Like
do.
back
with-
behind the glass is some old 80-year-old dude with a hat on.
Just so you can see at the end of the
We
show.
got the internet on
Lampkin
computers now.
All right, please
Mukau.
give me a Mukau on that.
Well earned.
Lampkin that butt.
But there is a bit of a there people are questioning whether or not these fish that are getting weighed in, that's really the weight, because one of the guys involved failed a polygraph test in a previous competition. So there were people like, I don't trust this guy. And now this guy is saying this fish weighs quite a lot, and it doesn't look like a fish that weighs quite a lot. So what's going on here? This is, I believe, the tournament director is cutting open the fish,
The winning catch.
to see what's going on.
We got weights and fish! Get the out of here! Get the out of here! Holy I got weights in the Wow! You just hey man, you lost You lost all your credibility.
This is the fishing world's version of a smoking gun. Like they caught him.
When he yelled, "We got weights and fish!"
Like I said, there was a bomb in the building or something. You
I
just
honestly-
completely lost it.
I honestly thought, I was like, those guys better get out of there.
We got weights and fish!
So I was actually thinking
We need
like,
that as a drop.
and I don't want to stereotype these fishing competitions, but
okay.
but what if we were to add a little music to it, and you imagine the guys getting out of there as soon as they were found out?
We got weights and fish! Get the out of here! Get the out of here!
Like that absolutely works, does it not?
Things didn't get crazy until you turned on that chase music.
There's a bunch of angry fishermen shaking their fists in the background. Shake harder, boy!
I feel like you need the Dukes of Hazzard voice in there. It looks like the Duke boys got themselves in trouble again. And then, I don't know, they're jumping over a river or something from some bridge that used to be there.
We got weights and fish.
We got weights and fish!
I just want to use that.
Sounds like I'm a man. I'm
It
40.
is.
We got weights and fish.
I want to use that at the most inopportune moments where it makes no sense whatsoever. Right? I want that to be a catchphrase on the Halford and Brough show. So
Can we just play? I want to play the
Do the banjo
There's,
version,
there's no instrument out there that suggests there's gonna be a chase more than the banjo.
We got weights and fish! Get the out of here! Get the out of here!
It's the ultimate tomfoolery instrument. If there's going to be some tomfoolery, you be playing that banjo.
I wish, now that I'm thinking about it in real time, I wish we had the Benny Hill music so we could also try the yakety sax.
No,
at the end
I
of it
think
as
the
well.
banjo's perfect. Don't try and top it. Don't try and top
Not
it. We had
going to.
perfection there.
Well, we can't. Like, I can't throw him on the spot and be like, no, do
I'm a
another.
man! I'm 40! We got weights and fish!
See, it works.
We need a compilation of rednecks yelling stuff. That's what we need.
Rednecks yelling stuff. That's a segment. Matt Tapp or Rednecks yelling stuff. We got it up for you.
Can we just talk about the
We got
gall?
weights and fish!
Okay. Can we just talk about the gall of putting these weights in a fish?
It wasn't just weight.
Not
Yeah,
long.
prepared fish fillets.
Yeah, there was
too.
actual fish fillets from other fish.
Fillets,
Right.
if you will.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
fillets.
I don't even know.
But
Yeah.
not long after failing a polygraph, so everyone's like, and it was kind of like he turned these 5-pound fish into 8-pound fish, and they're like, "Wow, that must be a muscly fish, right? That must be all muscle, you know?"
That
Like
fish was doing protein shakes for weeks in advance. of the
that
cast.
fish was trying to lose weight, and then it started working out. It's like, actually, I've gained weight. Right? Like that's what they were hoping the people would believe, and these are like experienced
Anglers?
anglers, right? That are
think
just
you'd see
like
the bowling ball in there.
that's I can see that fish. Apparently, when they were calling out the weights of the fish publicly, someone in the background was going like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah.
You know, like they didn't believe.
Why does that fish weigh as much as
yeah,
him?
like, cut that fish open. And then the banjo started to play. There was actually a guy with a banjo
yeah,
there.
on
He's like
site.
waiting for his cue.
Come on, do it.
He goes to every fishing competition just waiting for a fight to break out.
Yeah, we got Waste and Fish guy pointing at the banjo when it starts.
Two things. One, I think you said the gall of these guys. The reason that they had that gall was because the prize was $39,000.
Yeah.
Like, it's no small fish.
Oh, and the weights were expensive too, right? So
Those also cost
and
money.
and the fillets.
Two, just to give you how high the stakes were on this, I don't know if we picked it up in the clip, but I did watch one version of the clip where someone in the crowd actually yells, and I quote, "Someone call the cops!" Like, can you imagine calling the cops and be like, "We are dealing with homicides and organized crime." Also, someone put weights in a fish at a competition.
Did you read the whole story? Because the police were called, and the reason the police were called, and it wasn't to arrest these guys for like theft. It was because the other participants in the competition were going to kill them.
They were going to do some killing?
Also, the guy that's
Cut them open now.
the demonstrative guy who's yelling in his face at the beginning of the clip is a police officer.
Can we hear it one more time?
With the banjo.
With the banjo?
With
You
the
want
banjo.
that?
We'll go out, send your what we learned into the Dunbar Lumber text line. We'll do them on the other side.
We got weights and fish! Get the out of here! Get the out of here!
But it was a lot of games, and the Mariners were awful. You know, for pretty much from when I first started watching baseball in the mid '80s, the Jays were a contender. But I got into those Mariners teams. It's funny, like I really don't have like a hardcore allegiance. Like Laddie's going to be all over the Jays. will cheer hard against the Mariners. To be perfectly honest with you, and I don't know, maybe I'm going to get fired by Rogers for saying this. If the Mariners win this series, I'll be perfectly happy, because I think it's kind of sad that the Mariners have made the playoffs after all these years of missing, and they aren't guaranteed a home game, right?
If you get fired by Rogers, it'll probably be for something more severe
than like cheering for the Mariners.
I hope so.
Yeah, I honestly, like, if the Mariners win, I'll be happy for them, because I would like to see a home playoff game for these Mariners fans, like the hardcore fans that have stuck by this team, for them to just go to Toronto and like play 2 or 3 games, and they're like, wasn't that fun? Not really. Wasn't that worth the wait? No.
I will be cheering for the Toronto Blue Jays because I like being employed. Also because advertisers or something or other. Speaking of advertisers,
I was like DK Metcalf. That's what he was like. He was like, I got to go get on the cart.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
That was one of the best uses of cart I've ever seen in the National Football.
And I liked how he addressed it too, because people were like, you didn't look that panicky and the cart wasn't going all that fast. Couldn't you have run to the locker room faster? He's like, not in the way I was. Running was out of the equation.
Yeah, the damage was already done.
He can run. He needed to
No,
say-
the damage wasn't done.
I think it might have, though. I think he might be right.
he said after the
I
fact.
think a little bit of the damage might have been done.
Yeah,
So sitting down was the best course of action.
It already happened, boys.
I see. Right.
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, I think that happened. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it Ross Tucker that's on Donnie and Dolly, right? On Czech? Mm-hmm. Former NFL lineman?
Yeah.
And this is pretty commonplace.
Was he in the NFL? I didn't know that.
Ross Tucker, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There are countless tales of, especially the guys in the trenches, the offensive linemen.
Yeah.
They just relieve themselves, number one, like during a game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, like they said, it makes it less endearing for the guy across the line from you to want to put his hands on you.
Right.
I mean, there's a little psychological edge in the trenches. And they just said, at a certain point, you're a mess anyway, so just go the full 9.
Why is he making that face? Oh, no.
Just because we're such a mature sports radio show, what is the most infamous bathroom / sports story in history? Is it Gary Lineker?
Well, locally, it's got to be Luongo.
Well, locally, it's Luongo, sure.
Gary Lineker was the 86 World
1990 World Cup.
Yeah.
If you want to find footage of that, you can. Mm-hmm. It is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a DK Metcalf. He had the full Metcalf.
And here's the difference. At the time in soccer, they wore very short shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I believe they even had white shorts, too.
Yeah.
They were light.
I know there's some pretty famous footage, which I'm not going to ever watch again, of, I don't know if it was Olympics or what it was. It was a very high-level biking competition, though. Mm-hmm. And one of the bikers had an incident as he was biking around the other bikers.
Happens to marathoners oftentimes at the end of the marathon, right?
It was
You're running across the line.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch it again, but
Runner's
there.
high hits a little too hard at the end of the race.
All right, let's go to the humanoids here.
Hold on, I didn't even do the advertising. We started talking about DK Metcalf and going to the bathroom. And basketball playoffs, baseball starting in the beginning of golf season. Daniel, this is interesting because in a previous life, back when I had less responsibilities, every May 5th, we would do an adult-themed sports day.
Mm-hmm. Everyone was naked.
Why would they be naked?
Because it's adult-themed.
Oh, no, I meant like sports day for adults.
Okay.
Different, but...
Anyway, just... sorry, I sidetracked you.
Why were we naked again? To the phone lines we go. Kevin Woodley, NHL.com, In Goal Magazine, here on the Halford Brough Show on Sportsnet 650. What up, Kev?
I don't know, I appreciate the music, but I didn't think anything could make me miss the days of being brought to you by erectile dysfunction companies and Morning Wood, but that soundtrack might.
I know, we never really... we had a thing. We had a thing going with the Morning Wood and Kevin Woodley from NHL.com and the Boeing and everything, but it never materialized here. I don't know.
And believe me, at the rink, I heard a lot about that. I heard about it all the time.
It was good.
From last
Show
night?
us one big innuendo.
This music sounds like it's for Halford and Brough after dark.
Couple guys having a good time.
They're gonna kiss.
Make out. Then he's gonna get mono. And my infatuation with Phoenix. Phoenix? I'll go hard.
Okay. All right. Moj?
It's Friday.
Everyone was naked.
Yeah, you know what? If you want an answer, I'll go hard.
Okay.
Me and you both, buddy.
You guys are both hard.
Just a couple of hard guys over here.
You gotta warm up the mouth before the show.
Ooh, I love
Ass.
You like to take it in the can.
Everyone has a unique skill. This is yours.
Some call it my superpower.
You've got like a wonky groin. P-E-N-I-S.
How much attention have you paid to this unit?
Like, give me something really to chew on.
About 12 to 18 inches. So not enough to make a noticeable impact, but noticeable enough that we both feel off kilter.
I'm sorry. I'm a little excited right now.
He could look at the clock and say, I need to get the ball in my hands. And that's important. I love
Cox.
Why do you have so many lotions?
Oh, wait a minute. Am I blowing this? And Halford's got a huge ego, so he has to always finish off. And then I get frustrated and I just sit here.
Everything about it was great. It was real. It was hot and sweaty and dirty. Everything that you wanted.
So smelly.
You really spread your legs. You grew.
You do a lot of dinking.
Hey, I know what dinking is, okay?
You dink back and forth.
It was audible, and let me tell you, in studio, the disappointment on my man's face, it was visual.
I don't really want to go down. I love dicks, but I really hate sucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, there's a laser shooting out of his crotch. I got some in my eye.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. He's got something in his eye. Was that me projecting on him?
That's where he lobbed semen from 40 yards.
Halford's eyes are so glazed over at this point that he is legally blind. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now.
We had a thing going with the morning wood. Why were we naked again?